Are you in vocational high school?
Vocational high school means what?
Vocational high school is other than general high school. In Bahasa Indonesia we call it SMK. SMK.
Oh, yeah. I'm learning
So
in vocational high school.
you're learning in vocational high school.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's why I explained to you that my wife is teaching in vocational high school, and she's been teaching there for almost more than 10 years. Yes, and we before we got married, we have been taking this English department. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I can tell you about my family.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope it's clear. You have more
Yeah,
questions?
thank you. Probably still no. Still no.
Mhm. Um, well, you told me that you want to improve your English. How do you improve your English at home or at school? What other activities do you do to improve your English activity at home?
For example, maybe like I like to watch a video, but with a English speaker, or some things like a variety show, but with English subtitles. So if I didn't know the meaning, I search it on Google to know what is the meaning. Probably simple like that.
Oh, that's a great idea, and that's really very effective for students to learn English through
Yeah.
English song lyrics, right? And number two
Yeah,
is
yeah.
movie
Mm-hmm.
watching movie, and number four is maybe listening to podcast is really
Mm-hmm.
a very good way to learn English,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe playing some games if you like to play games. But I don't think
Yeah.
a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people love to play games, right?
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, what is your hobby? What are your hobbies?
I like mm, I like to drawing and listen to music, and also I like swimming.
Swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What other activities do you like the most before besides swimming
Mm,
and yeah, besides
Probably
swimming?
like um exercising at home. Probably,
Exercising at home.
yeah,
Okay.
exercise.
Well, thank you very much for your introduction. We're going further to your family. Would you please
Mm,
describe to me about your family? Maybe how many members are there in your family, and what are they
mm,
doing? And maybe you can tell about your father, your mom, and what they are
mhm.
doing outside,
Okay.
and what do they do to support your future education? Maybe.
Mhm. Um, I live with my mom and dad, so my family member is only three, and I'm the only one uh daughter. And my mom work as an admin and admin in a
Admin.
beauty clinic. Yeah.
Beauty clinic. Okay.
Yeah, so he arranged the schedule of the customer, probably like that.
Mhm.
And um my dad is a staff on on a company.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm the only one daughter, so sometimes I kind of feel lonely because I'm the
Lonely.
only one. So
Mhm. So
uh
sorry to disturb. You're the only girl in the
mm,
family.
yeah.
So what about
the
your
only-
other brothers?
No, I don't have brother or sister.
The only child in the family?
Yeah, yeah, I'm the only child in the family.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought that
Mhm.
you've got more brothers. Oh, there are
No, no.
three are there in the family. Your dad and your mom, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I think it happens to me also. I've got only one son, and we are only three altogether in family. So sometimes
Mhm.
it's lonely. maybe
Yeah.
when I'm here taking my job and my wife is taking her job, so I leave my son at home alone, and he's doing
Yeah.
actually, see, I have a staff also at home. I am opening a store, a little store, so I also have an employee at home to keep my son.
Mm-mm.
Uh, Therefore, it's a little bit. I agree with you that it's sometimes too sad to have
Yeah.
a little a little family.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, at school, what what did you learn at school? What are the topics that you've learned at school? Maybe you can tell me about the grammar, the reading section, or the speaking and listening.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel to tell me.
The teacher in my school is sometimes asking for a presentation, a group presentation. So we prepare it from the exercise book
I see.
and
Yeah, I see.
from the book. And sometimes the teachers suddenly give us a question and
Mhm.
we have to think fast. So um, he will choose randomly student to answer his question. So sometimes I'm kind of feel nervous to answer it, but yeah, I through it. I go through it.
Okay. Is your school an international school or public school or private school?
Sorry.
Uh, is your school a private school or is it public
No,
state school?
no private school.
Uh, State school owned by government. Negeri,
No,
negeri.
swasta, swasta.
Oh, yeah, swasta. Yeah, we call swasta in private school. Okay,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
sorry.
you can
Okay.
call swasta in private school, but it's okay.
Mhm,
Yeah, I think a private school is doing much better than state school nowadays because they
mhm.
have better programs for the students and they're more disciplined. Do you have any idea about a private school?
Um, um,
How is the learning system and how is the discipline about the teachers and the students? Would you please
mm,
share to me the
okay.
activities you are doing at school?
Um, for my school, probably um sometimes the teacher is absent, so we're kind of have a free time. Sometimes like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. But for the facility, I like my
you
school
like the
because
facility, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
there's
agree.
mm,
Because that is a private school. The school itself has a very good facility. That is why
mm,
a lot of people choose private school. But
yeah.
in my local place, private school is more developing or more progressive than state school. State school is owned by government.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, negeri. We in Bahasa we call it negeri, and private school is owned by individual that we call
mm-hmm,
swasta. And here it is much better. Yeah, I can say that it is much better than. I don't say that state school is bad, okay? But I
mm-hmm,
just make a comparison why a lot of students choose private school.
mm-hmm,
The reasons are because they love the facility and they love the teachers. They are more professional. They are more proficient
mm-hmm,
in the learning system, and they're more responsible, of course,
mm-hmm,
with the students. And they give a
mm-hmm,
lot of concern and a lot of care to the students. That is why I
mm-hmm,
see there is a lot of development and growth between the students who are going to private school. Uh,
mm-hmm,
while state school is, yeah, I don't say I also
mm-hmm,
had taught in state school. You
mm-hmm.
understand? Are you with me? You can
Yeah,
understand. You can
yeah.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you don't understand, you can interrupt. Okay. That's
Okay,
okay. You just feel to ask and just make it lighter because
okay,
we also want to make our conversation run well without any burden. Okay.
okay.
Uh, I had been teaching English when I was maybe 4 years ago. I stopped teaching from state school, my previous school, but
Mm-hmm.
I had to decide to stop and leave my school, and I had to focus on uh, my private course. Like let's say it is
Okay.
English
Mm-hmm.
school after school class, because at that time I was a little bit busy and I had to focus on my works, and I couldn't divide my time and my attention equally. So that is why I
Okay.
decided to leave my school. That
Mm-hmm.
So my experience at that time was when I had been passionate enough to teach and prepare anything to my students, but I didn't get a good response from the students, and it was
Mm-hmm.
so burdensome. It gives me a lot of burden, and I didn't feel satisfied at the time. That's why I decided to leave that school, and I also want to be more independent in my work, and
Mm-hmm.
I also would, would like to broaden my career also, and want to connect with a lot of people, maybe like you,
Yeah.
right, like you. So today I can meet you, and I can meet
Yeah.
a great student. I have to say a great student, and I am very lucky to have a student like you, because I can what to say express
Uh,
I can express
that's-
more in my
mm-hmm.
thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that's why until today, I'm active teaching in my English class in my English school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you think? Do you have any ideas about state school and private school?
Probably the difference between state school and private school, like we can see based on the facility that they have,
Mhm.
and probably the cleanest, like uh I'm not really sure, but when you see a state school, like the building,
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of different with the private school one. The
Yeah.
private school is look like more um what to say, uh like appropriate school, probably,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. They are more visionary. Yeah. More visionary.
Mm, yeah.
They have a
Hmm.
further vision in the future.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And probably, mm, for uh maybe that's all.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really
Mhm.
appreciate your show introduction. And I really very I appreciate your understanding and your readiness. I think you have been ready, right? You have been ready to learn more than I do, more than I am. Even I have prepared myself. Uh, Actually, because this is still the first time I meet you, and
Mhm.
I didn't know. I didn't have any contact and know about your background, okay, background
Mhm.
of your English, and I have to say that your English is already very good today,
Thank you.
and this is my time to prepare more lessons in the future, because
Mhm.
I have known your English level, and
Mhm.
I think I have to upgrade my preparation maybe. I have to
Okay.
upgrade.
Okay. Wow.
I I
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think you are starting from beginning, but you have been,
Mhm.
let's say, you mastered advanced class or upper intermediate in
Upper
the
class. Mhm.
upper
Yeah.
class. Okay, so thank you very much, and I have to start. Maybe today I would like to teach you the lesson I have prepared.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, just starting from self introduction first, but this one is a little bit more
Okay.
complicated than the usual one, like to uh, students who never learned English, but this one is a little bit complex, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see the. Mhm.
Do you see the screen?
Yeah, I see the presentation.
Yeah. So here is maybe a short one, a simple one to explain, to start
Mm,
how to introduce yourself to when you are in a new situation or in a new place,
mhm.
or when you are working in a company maybe for the future.
Yeah.
Or okay, so you can start telling about yourself. Hello, I am Ujair, and you can
Mhm.
continue to your country. I am from Pakistan, and you go to your age. I am 25 years old,
Mhm.
and you can tell about your family members, how many brothers and sisters you've got in your family.
Mhm.
Okay, so if there are 3 or 5 uh, members in your family, you can tell maybe there are 5 of us in my family, or if you've got 2 brothers, there are 2 brothers in my family. If you've got only one sister, I've got
Mm.
one sister in my family.
Yeah.
Okay, and going further, you can also tell about your father. I live with my father and mother, and if it is possible, you can describe about your father.
Mm.
Okay, it is based on the situation. If you have enough time, you can uh, go explaining further about your father.
Mm.
Maybe my father works in an office. He goes to school. He goes to work at 7 o'clock every morning,
Mm.
and then goes to your mom. My mom is a clinic worker, right? My mom is a teacher, maybe.
Mm.
My mom is uh, maybe something like a designer or a businesswoman, a secretary,
Mm.
an accountant, something like that. Okay, so that's about your family. After that, you can continue to your hobbies. Maybe I like watching movies.
Mm.
Okay, I like watching movies. I like reading. Okay, so here is maybe you can here are some. Okay, you see this screen.
Yes.
Yeah. So the movies, maybe you can choose about what kinds of movies you love. Maybe action movies, comedy movies, romance movies, horror, drama, thriller movies, and cartoon
Mm.
movies. So it is more details. Give a lot more information about the your hobbies. Okay. So it is not enough
Okay.
only. For example, I like reading. Yeah, that's
Mm.
okay. But if it is possible, you can explain why do you love reading and what have
Mm.
you read? What books have you read? And how many books do you read? Maybe monthly or annually, something
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so
Mhm.
you give more details, more information to
Mhm.
towards your explanation. That's
Mhm.
how you can explain about your hobbies. And after that, you also can tell what you are doing in your free time.
Mhm.
Okay. So something like what are you doing in your free time, by the way? So we can interrupt. Maybe
Um.
yeah, I give you opportunity to speak up.
Sometimes I just play my phones, or maybe I, like I say before, like that, like drawing.
Mhm.
So I sometimes drawing from like Pinterest. So I just copy the drawing and then I start to drawing, and I also start like to make a keychain
Yeah.
from like the beats, or you drawing and you made a keychain from it. Probably simply like that, or maybe doing exercise at my free time.
Doing exercise. So you're quite
Mhm.
busy. You're quite busy, right?
No.
No,
Yeah.
not really. Okay. Yeah. So that's talking about your free time. So I hope it's clear. And then we continue to maybe I sometimes go to Murai. I like it because this is a beautiful place. So you can also describe about the place that you love the most. Okay.
Mm,
Maybe you like to go to the mall, you like to go to the
yeah.
supermarket, something like that. And you
Mm,
explain what you are doing in the mall and who you go to the mall with, for example. Okay. Next, you can tell also about I'm married or I'm not married, and I work as an engineer. Okay, and I also like jogging when I'm free, when I have free time. So
mm,
you've explained that to me. Okay, you like jogging and reading and
mm.
drawing, right?
Right.
And I don't like traveling. So you also can explain what you hate, what things you hate doing. So to express what you hate, you can say, I don't like traveling, I dislike traveling.
Mm,
Okay. So to change
mm.
don't, you can replace it, becomes dislike or hate. Okay. And next, maybe you can tell about your strength. Your strength. What parts
Um,
are you strong? Okay.
mm,
Okay. For example,
um,
wait. For example, if you are going to tell about your strength, you can say, I'm a calm girl, and I'm a hardworking girl, and I am
mm.
responsible when I am given a work to do for something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, would you
Um,
please tell me about your strengths?
my strength is I'm probably kind of disciplined with
Mhm.
and responsible for the job or maybe like the exercise that the teacher gave us.
Mhm.
And I'm very responsible with the deadline that they give. So I probably um on time.
On time,
That
yeah.
can I say on time. I
Okay.
don't like to make other people waiting for me.
Nice. Okay. Nice. So
Mm,
you're on time. Okay. That
mm,
that is really really very necessary to have that
yeah.
integrity. So we have to be integrated
Mm,
in anything. If you say we have to meet, that is why I try to be integrated and responsible of my work. I promised to your
mm,
mom because I promised to your mom that we had to have this class at 11, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, at 11,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Mm,
because there was a, a blackout here, and
mm,
I couldn't, I was not sure if I could do it teaching you right here. But today,
mm-hmm.
and I told your mom, sorry, we have to postpone maybe at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So
Yeah.
uh, if you don't mind, please give me time, and I hope you can understand. That's what I asked to your mom,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
luckily your mom uh, agreed, and that was really very good,
Yeah.
very good moment for me. So that is something like
Mm,
integrity. Okay, when you are working, you have to be integrated. Okay,
mm-hmm.
you have to remember your promise. A lot of people say their promise, but they don't stick on their promise, right?
Yeah.
They don't stick on the
Mm-hmm.
promise, just words by words, only words.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why people say words, okay? But we gotta give action first, and
Mm-hmm. Okay.
uh, if you are doing action, you don't have to talk much, but your action will give
Mm-hmm.
you a lot of uh, confidence and a lot of power and a lot of trust from people around you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm,
Yeah. Well, talking about weakness, beside strength, there must be any weakness, right?
mm,
Kelemahan, ya. Beside
yeah.
strength, you must have some weaknesses. So, would you tell me about your weaknesses?
My weakness probably uh reckless.
Reckless, okay?
Reckless and sometimes I can't really study much because sometimes I feel really busy since I was accounting student. So
Mhm.
we met a lot of numbers. So
Yeah,
sometimes
I
I
see.
just need more like a free time to me. rather than study.
Yeah. Okay. So there is a lot of tense in your activity.
Mm-hmm.
Tense is like not relaxed, not light, too heavy. Okay.
Yeah.
There are a lot of burdens that you have to be responsible, right, in your
Mm-hmm.
responsibility at school, something like that. So that's why you told me that you are a little bit reckless, not relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see. uh yeah, I think yeah, you can try to relax yourself. Everything is gonna be fine,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because
Mm-hmm.
everything exists in our mind. If you're going to think it is problem or problematic, that exists in
Mm-hmm.
your mind. But if you think it's a problem, it can happen. Okay, so try to
Mm-hmm.
control our mind, and then we will feel relaxed. Even sometimes it's hard. Even sometimes it's hard,
Yeah.
but when you are accustomed to have a mindset like that,
Mm-hmm.
I think you will try to be more relaxed and more relief
Mm-hmm.
in the thinking way. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. So reckless. Next, if it is possible, you can also continue. I have many international friends. Okay, I have many international friends, local
Okay.
friends, and if it is possible, you can explain in details about where they're
Mm-hmm.
working, how long, how many times you get contact with them, and do you like them or not? Okay, next,
Mm-hmm.
my hobbies are reading books and playing games. Okay, I think this one is already done. You have explained that your
Mm-hmm.
hobbies are uh, drawing
Okay.
and
Drawings,
drawing and
swimming.
swimming. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think let's leave it. And I don't like traveling. I don't like traveling. What things don't you like?
Mm, I don't really like reading.
Reading?
Yeah,
Why? Why?
reading.
Why don't you like reading?
Uh, I like I like reading, but sometimes when you bought a novel, like the book is already uh just filled with words without any drawing or character. So I feel sometimes I easy to get bored when I read them.
Oh, I
So
see.
I'm
I
not
see.
really into
Yeah.
it.
So
Mm.
you don't really like drama, something like drama, okay? Yeah, words are theory and
Um,
drama, something like that.
mm, yeah, mostly like a book, but if I watch a movie, I still like it.
Okay, so you like character, right?
Mm.
Mhm. Okay, nice to hear that. And well, let's go. I can talk and share my thoughts in English. So those are the capabilities that you can share to someone when someone is
Mm.
interviewing you or when you are going to introduce yourself for the first time.
Mm.
Okay, so here are some ideas to broaden your minds what you are going to tell to people when you are speaking, because sometimes maybe
Mm.
you are going to have a test on IELTS, for example, or TOEFL, right?
Yeah.
So when
Mm.
it is speaking section, you have to speak clearly, and you have to give enough information so that the person or the man who gives you interview is sure
Mm.
about your quality.
Mm.
Okay, is sure about your quality. So you have to give clear information, clarify everything that what your manager, what your boss, maybe something like boss or the interviewer that is going to give you question in the future. Okay, so maybe you can, if you're a
Mm.
student, you can tell about the subjects. The subjects I love is there are a lot of subjects in my school, for example, physics, math, music, science,
Mm.
literature, biology, English, geography, and chemistry. Okay, so next, major. Talking about major, maybe uh, accounting, arts, economics, history, humanities, and etc.
Mm.
Well, going to sports, maybe you can choose volleyball. I love volleyball. In the afternoon, maybe I spend my time playing volleyball in the afternoon because I need it for my